Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 makeup tips and I'm going to try and fit this into 10 minutes. I am not an expert, but I've definitely picked up quite a few makeup tips over the last few decades of wearing makeup, and some of these I think are really worth sharing with you. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, then please do keep on watching. Number one, this is my most important tip, and that is to prep your skin. You can have the best makeup in the world, but if you've not prepped your skin first, then you can forget it looking great and lasting all day. I would highly encourage you to add, number one, a toner into your routine. Salicylic and glycolic acid toners can be absolutely incredible at getting your skin ready for makeup. They help to resurface the skin, clear your pores, minimize pores, brighten your skin, and minimize sebum production. All of those things interfere with the longevity of your makeup. But I would also encourage you to think about adding some sort of serum into your routine. Serums are amazing because they are packed with active ingredients which can help to hydrate, plump, firm, and brighten the skin, and then lock it in with your moisturizer. But just one quick note about prepping your skin: over prepping your skin is just as bad as under prepping your skin. Do not be adding 10 products to your face before you go in with your foundation, because if you do so, you're just overwhelming your skin and asking for trouble. Number two, really try to find out what your skin tone is and what your undertone is. So are you fair, light, medium, tan, dark, or deep? How many of us have picked a foundation that's either too orange, too dark, or too light? And once you've figured out what your skin tone is, then you need to move on to what your undertone is, which is a little bit more tricky, but people generally fall into the categories of cool, warm, neutral, or olive. Take some time to look at yourself with no makeup on. Have a look at your chest, have a look at your face, and have a look at what undertones you are seeing beneath your skin. Lisa Eldridge has an amazing video teaching you how to do this, and I will link it down below. But honestly, finding your skin tone and your undertone will be life-changing when it comes to picking your favorite and best foundations. Number three, get to know your skin type. Usually people fall into the categories of dry, normal to dry, oily, normal to oily, sensitive, or acne prone. You need to figure out which skin type you are so that you can pick products that complement your skin. So for example, if you have very dry skin, then the last thing you're going to need is a full coverage and a matte foundation. And in the same way, if you have more acne prone skin, you need to make sure that you are reading the ingredient list and finding and choosing products that are non-comedogenic, which means that they will not break you out. Skin type is so important to finding the right product and making sure that your makeup will last throughout the day and look as good as it can. Number four, if you have more mature skin like me, or if you find that your skin looks great, but as soon as you put a bit of makeup on, you are seeing all of your fine lines and all of your wrinkles. Well, sometimes that can happen when we use powder products. Powder products are naturally a little bit more drying. So if you are finding that you are having that problem and that you're just not 100% happy with how your makeup is sitting on your skin when it comes to powder products, I would highly advise you to maybe switch to some creams and some liquids. And if you're feeling scared about liquids and creams, don't be. Generally, they are a lot more flattering on mature skin because they have hydrating skincare-like products in there, and they help to hydrate and nourish your skin as the day goes on, rather than dry it out like powder can sometimes do. Number five, get to know your facial features. And now this might sound really obvious, so let me give you the example of myself. I used to spend all of my time watching YouTube videos, trying to follow tutorials, and I couldn't figure out why my eye makeup wasn't turning out like everybody else's. And do you know why? Because we had completely different eye shapes. I have seriously deep set eyes, meaning I have a very prominent brow bone. I just had to alter the way in which I did my makeup and my eyeshadow. And in the same way, I used to do my bronzer like my favorite creators. For example, bronzing my cheeks, bronzing my head, but also bronzing my temples. But then I realized that my temples were not like theirs. My temples have receded over time, and when I was putting a dark shade in this area, it was making them look even more sunken and receded than what they actually are. Really get to know your unique and beautiful facial features and just adapt makeup techniques to suit, because makeup is definitely not a one size fits all. Number 6, if you are finding that all of a sudden you're getting a few more breakouts than normal, or you're finding that your makeup just isn't applying as well as it usually does with your trusty makeup brushes, well, I would advise doing a couple of things. Wash your makeup brushes, and believe me, I know how traumatic that is. But if we really think about what builds up on our makeup brushes, not only do we have lots of makeup product, but we also have the natural oils from our faces. If you're like me and you have your makeup brushes on your vanity or out exposed in the room, then they are going to be dusty as well. One thing that I have really been making an effort to do is to change my pillowcase more regularly than I change my normal bedding. I don't know about you, but I'm not a super sweaty person in the daytime. However, at night, it's a different story. So if you think about what's on your pillowcase, you're talking about sweat, your natural oils, the remnants of your skincare, and you're rubbing your face in that on a nightly basis. So think about washing your makeup brushes more regularly and changing your pillowcase every few days. Honestly, you will notice such a difference in your skin. Number 7, consider investing in some high quality makeup brushes. Now, when I mean high quality, I don't mean expensive. You do not have to spend a fortune on makeup brushes for them to be good. I always sing the praises of Real Techniques makeup brushes. They are such high quality brushes at a really affordable price. So some of my favorite brands, Zoeva, absolutely incredible makeup brushes. I purchased a set over 10 years ago and they are still going strong now. I still use them on a daily basis. I also love BK Beauty brushes. They always have discount codes flying around. And I also like using Refa brushes. Everybody thinks that Refa is really expensive, but I've noticed that at least twice a year, they have at least 50% off their brushes. And even if you just invest in one good eyeshadow blending brush and one good foundation brush, you will genuinely notice such a difference in your makeup application and the finished look. Number 8, consider doing your eye makeup first. And there's 2 reasons why I like to do my eyes first. Number 1, which is the most predictable reason, is that I do like to use shimmery eyeshadows, and inevitably with shimmery eyeshadows, you're going to get some fallout. So if I do my eyes first and I get some fallout, I'm not ruining my concealer or my foundation, and I can clean it up really, really easily. But the second reason that I like to do my eyes first is that it gives all of my base products that I've used, so the toner, the serum, the moisturizer, and my SPF, time to settle and sit and do its job. Once you get into the routine of doing your eyes first, you'll probably never look back. Number 9, and I know some people are not going to like this point, but it's please use an SPF. So whether it's sunny, rainy, cloudy, snowy, you need to be protecting your skin. Now, if you are not bothered about things like skin cancer, I'm pretty sure you do not want to develop premature wrinkles and suffer with premature aging in your skin. You have an amazing skin barrier and you really need to protect it. So please, if you want to have great makeup, if you want to have great skin, please consider introducing an SPF to your routine. Number 10, stop comparing yourself to people on the internet. I understand what it's like to see creators, whether it be on this platform, on Instagram or TikTok, and you look at their faces, their skin and their makeup, and they look like perfection. Well, do you know what? That's just not real. I try to have a setup in this room where the lights are not too blurring on my face, and I always try to take you out in the daylight to see what my face really looks like. However, these lights are still going to blur me a little bit. Let's just cover these lights a little bit. Now that I've turned that light down a little bit, how much of my texture you can actually see? Texture, spots, blemishes, wrinkles, they are normal. It's not supposed to look airbrushed and perfect. Now look. now my skin looks miles better. I will do everything I can to show you on this channel that makeup is not perfect, skin is not perfect, and that is just fine. Stop comparing yourself to things on the internet that are not real. Okay guys, there we go. They are my top 10 makeup tips. As I said at the beginning, if you would like me to focus on any of these individual points and dedicate a video to it, please do let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I so appreciate you being here with me. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next one. But until then, take care and bye for now.